Hello, hello. Today we are talking about my top 3 tips to help flatten the belly, cinch in the core, and get nice and strong in our abs. Hello, for those of you who don't know me. My name is Zoe here with Yoga Burn, and I am very happy to be here with you in this new year. Tomorrow is one of the first Mondays of this brand new year, 2020. So let's kick it off with an awesome start. So as we're going along here, feel free to tap the special link that I've placed around this video and head on over to the next page so that I can walk you through the full 15-minute core sculpting routine that you can do right from home. But let's go ahead and get into these tips. As you're coming on, make sure you say hi. If you did set a goal or a resolution for this year, please write it down below and let me know. Or if you're looking for an accountability partner, you'll be able to meet some awesome ladies down in the comments too, so that we can all get stronger, healthier, and happier together. So let's get into it. Good morning. Tip number 1, when it comes to flattening the belly, is to remember that just doing crunches or ab exercises alone is not going to do enough to help us get that flattening. Of course, we all know that we all have fat all over the body. We all naturally store it in different areas of the body. So when it comes to flattening the belly and slimming the waist, we don't want to just focus on doing core movements. Yes, those are awesome and they're super important, but it's also important that we're making sure we're doing the right kind of cardio and moving as much as we can throughout the day to keep those calories being burned off so we can help release some of that weight over the whole body. That's going to make all the difference in the world. My favorite style of cardio is HIIT, high intensity interval training, to make sure that we're really maintaining all of our lean muscle while burning tons of calories. And also, you can do an awesome HIIT workout in anywhere from 4 to 15 minutes. So very, very short. In that little routine I was talking about, we actually do HIIAT, high intensity interval abdominal training. Phew, that takes all my brain power to get that one out, to see if we can really maximize the fat burning potential of the core and the waist right around the midsection as well. So an example of that is like doing 20 seconds of work. So let's just use an example like a squat to a twist. So you could do a squat to a twist for 20 seconds, working really, really hard, getting your heart rate up, and then you take a 10-second rest and do that over and over again. I mean, you could even just pick one exercise and repeat that a few times. That's a great way to help us burn fat, and that twist helps to, of course, work and activate the core muscles, which is great too. So that is tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to learn how to train the deep muscles of our core. Our core is made up of all these different layers of muscles, some that are more superficial on the front and some that are deeper within our body. Now, the rectus abdominis is the 6-pack muscle. It's very, very big. It runs right up here from the ribs all the way down to the pubic bone. It is an important muscle to work, and like crunches, curl up, those kind of movements do work that muscle along with many others. But even more important and impactful is the TVA, or transverse abdominis, and that is the deep muscle in your core. If you've done a workout with me, you'll see me do this little punch thing kind of on your stomach. Of course, don't do it if you're pregnant, but if you're not pregnant, go ahead and punch. And that's the muscle that it like automatically goes, oh geez, like I'm gonna pull in and protect. It's a deep core muscle that helps to hold the organs in. So movements like a plank, a stomach vacuum, when you're really working to maintain that abdominal tension and compression, those movements are great for helping to flatten as well. As long as when we're training them, we want to make sure we don't let the belly pop up. We want to keep it flat and down. So a little trick you can do to learn how to activate this muscle, try it with me, is put your hands on your stomach here. Take a deep breath in. When you breathe out, Try and pull the sides of the belly in as if you're going to bring your fingers to touch. Keep breathing. Think about from there pulling up and in on these lower muscles. So you've got that wrap coming across from the sides and then from the lower part scooping up. And then if you poke in there, you'll feel that it's hard. That's the TVA grabbing. So it's important to not only learn how to activate that muscle, but make sure that you're doing movements that require that muscle to fire often. So again, I can walk you through how to do that at the link around this video for the full routine. Now let's get into the third and final tip. If you are just joining me, we are talking about my top 3 tips to help flatten the core and slim and cinch in the waist. And the final tip is about frequency. So the number of times each week that you're going to be working your core. A lot of people, and the funny thing about core is your core is used in a lot of movements. So you don't always have to just think about, okay, I'm going to do like some bicycles, I'm going to do some plank, maybe I'll do a side plank. You don't always have to think about just the core specifically, because if you think about it, a lunge or our balance poses that we do in yoga, those all require our core strength as well. So I'm just going to talk about specific core workouts where you're really focusing on just targeting the core. It's important that we're doing those 3 times a week for maximum results. This is just what I've found over helping thousands of women around the world get results. When you really focus on something, 3 times a week is best, kind of like every other day, right? The great news about that is that it's actually achievable for most of us, right? Especially my core sculpting routine is just 15 minutes. So do you have 15 minutes 3 times a week if it means that it's going to help you get awesome results that are noticeable? Let me know down below. I mean, for most of us, that's quite an approachable amount, right? Which is good news, because with these resolutions, way too many of us are like, I'm going to do 5 hours of exercise a week. I mean, we haven't even been able to do an hour of exercise a week consistently, right? So start with small, bite-sized goals that are actually approachable and can really fit into your life. And that's where the magic happens, when we can really stay consistent. So aim and just even say to yourself, okay, I'm going to do 8 weeks. I'm going to do an 8-week challenge, 15 minutes, 3 times a week for 8 weeks. Keep it short in your brain. That makes it a lot more attainable and inspirational than if we were just like, I'm going to do 5 hours a week for the year. Like, I mean, you already kind of feel in your brain like, oh, that might be a little too much. You're already doubting yourself. So believe in yourself, take action, be brave, and be honest. What can you really do? And then we got to be smart with the right routine. So those are my 3 tips when it comes to the core. I hope you found this video helpful. And if you're really serious about getting noticeable changes within your body, within your mind, and proving to yourself that you are strong, healthy, and fit, then you gotta head on over to the 15-minute Trim Core Challenge at the link around this video so I can walk you through how it works. Women all over the world are getting wonderful transformations within their body, within their mind, and their spirit as well. When they show up for themselves and really commit to taking care of ourselves, it's amazing the transformation it can have not only on our body but our mind too, and that is what I want for you. So here's to a happy, healthy 2020, brand new decade. Sure got a ring to it. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you again next time. Big hugs. Bye-bye.